to do voiceover and then posted it on social media, claiming to be members of Biafra Liberation Army, even though that propaganda is involved in freedom fighting. We cannot do propaganda that would deceive the Biafran people. If you want to carry propaganda, you do propaganda against the zoo, not against the innocent Biafran people, just because, they want to see progress. Therefore, no, we can't. We can't. And I want to use this opportunity to tell all Biafrans, especially the genuine Biafran media persons, if you know that you are genuine at heart, you're a Biafran media person, and you are very, very genuine at heart, and you are in this very struggle, wherever you see news, whenever you see news that has to do with Biafra, before you jump into it, kindly make important kindly verify. Verify that in fact, not just only verification, but scrutinize the video. Scrutinize that very information before you jump into it. Because at the end, you find out that you have followed enemies to give fake news and fake information to our people. Always scrutinize whatever information that you want to jump into to circulate or share to our people. Always make sure that the information is well scrutinized. Very, very, very important to anybody or individual in the media, and you are a Biafran agitator, freedom fighter, or a Biafran. Of course, you are in the struggle for the restoration of Biafra. Let me know in the comment section if my voice is coming out loud and clear once again before we proceed. That is number one. I just want to reference on that because that is not our main topic this evening. That is number one. Then the main topic, which we will be treating this very evening, is the there's a video that has been on circulation since yesterday. Was it yesterday or day before yesterday, where some group of young boys, some group of young men were caught. Some group of young men were caught by the people who call themselves, there's a name that they call that man. It's a particular name that they call the man. They say that, but the man is the commander of the Udogachi of Chukwumasoludo in Anambra State. I'm going to remember the name when I start playing the video. So these members of Udogachi terrorist group of Chukwumasoludo in Anambra captured some criminals. You understand? They captured some group of criminals who have been terrorizing a particular village in Achala. And then they tagged them ESN members. We are not here to defend ESN because we know that ESN is no longer on existence. But for the fact that Biafra is concerned, it is very, very imperative that we do the needful. Pay very close attention, my people. This broadcast is very, very, very important, and nobody should mess or joke with it. Are you paying attention? There is a certain group of boys who were captured by members of Udogachi terrorist organization of Chukwumasoludo in the old Anambra State. And those boys are pure criminals, which we all know that we do not condone criminality And we cannot allow criminals to thrive in Biafra land. So, terrorists captured criminals. So kudos to both the terrorists that captured the criminals and all of them and their commanders. But what we cannot tolerate is whenever you capture criminals, you tag them Biafra liberators. But before we get there, because we're going to get there, that is our main topic today. First of all, let me show us a certain video of what is happening currently in, of course, in Okigwe. Hold on 1 minute. Hold on 1 minute. All right. You can see the Zoo Janjaweed terrorist army with their armor tanks. Remember that the voice note that has been in circulation for the past 5 days to 1 week, where a criminal from Okigwe, in the person of what's his name? In the person of Edi Afuono, who was sending voice notes to the people of Okigwe, forcing them to pay him 2 million each, 2 million per clan, because in Okigwe we learned that there are 10 villages, or should I say 10 communities in Okigwe. Now, this very criminal, who happens to be an errand boy to DSS in Abuja, is currently forcing the people of Okigwe to pay him 2 million naira to continue the war which is raging, which has been going on in Okigwe for the past 4 months. This very thief, known as Edi Afuono, collected 20 billion naira from Hope Uzodimma of Imo State and formed a local vigilante that they called New Okigwe Youth Vigilante Group in the month of July, ending parts of July, which they met their Waterloo during the ending part of August. This vigilante group, when they came in full force, they did not last up to 1 week. And they met their Waterloo. They were formed and organized in July, but unveiled in August. They did not last up to 1 week. They met their Waterloo. And based on the authentic information with me, after Edi Afuono and Ebe Kodike collected 20 billion naira from Hope Uzodimma, they gave this boy, they used money to lure them, which is what we call monetary inducement. They were induced with money. Each of them got 1 million each, apart from their leader, the idiot, the criminal who came to speak on Facebook, on social media, after the money was disbursed. The criminal got 2 million naira, who happened to be their leader, their commander. And when they met their Waterloo, since that time till now, they have completely disappeared on the surface of the planet Earth. Now, when they formed that very group and gave them pump action, the pump action was brought by Hope Uzodimma himself, not from that very 20 billion naira that Ediafono and Ebekwedike collected, which they shared amongst them, including their accomplices. So, the money was shared, squandered, and when the so-called new Okigwe Youth Vigilante Group failed before they even, started, they failed before they started. Then Ediafono and Ebekwedike were relying on the military might, which the same military failed late August / September, and they retreated. Since that time to today, Ediafono and Hope Uzodimma, including the one that called himself, what's his name? Ebekwedike, they have been in the loggerhead, and there has not been any peace between them. So, and not only that, they have been under pressure to deliver because the money was excess. The money was too much. 20 billion naira that was given to them, and they have to deliver. So, now, Ediafono is running helter-skelter, running up and down to see how he's going to manage to do something. He has started taxing the villagers to pay him 2 million naira each. 2 million naira times 10, which is 20 million naira, because he is currently planning to invade Okigwe again. And currently, this is the latest situation in Okigwe. You see their armor tanks. They are back. And the land of Biafra is about to swallow them. They are back in full force. You see them. The land of Biafra is about to swallow them all. Because Ogwanano forget your fault. See them. Ogejofo, 1st of October 2025. I told you that we see them, but they don't see us. Did I not tell you that we see them, but they do not see us? This is one thing that they must know. Whether they like it or not. So, let us now move into the main topic of the day. Let us move into the main topic of the day. I want everyone to pay very, very close attention. It is very, very, very important. This particular exposition is one of a kind. This particular exposition that I'm making right now is one of a kind. And it is not something that anyone will take for granted. I don't know if you're paying attention. Because if something is not done, let me remind us. I want to remind us that na okwu asị gbaarọ, asị ifuru asị gbaarọ, ọ bụrụ eziokwu. especially when it is unchallenged. Asị gbaa arọ, ọ bụrụ eziokwu. Especially when that very lies are not challenged. But ndị a na-agwa okwu achọkwala ịnụ. This is the critical part of it. The most important part of it. Na ndị a na-agwa okwu achọkwala ịnụ. Or are you still interested in lies and deceit which is coming from the enemies? If you are still interested in lies and deceit from the enemies, then the challenge against the lies and deceit coming from the enemies may be useless before you. Acholunka, everybody pay very close attention. And wherever you're listening from, I would like you to share this very broadcast because you need to get to everyone. Because there was this lies that was sold to the public, to the general public, with this very video which I'm going to play right now. And I've gotten a second video in order to counter the first lie that they told. Are you getting me, my people? Like I told you, we're not going to waste time here. During this very broadcast. Now, this video was in circulation yesterday, or should I say day before yesterday and yesterday. I got it and I watched it because I'm already fenaga. I laughed because already I have known what was going on. But I was waiting for this day because I knew no guana no bogwe jofo. That means neziokwu ya apụta ife and omambu oge. Omambu oge. Now, as I was waiting, all of a sudden, as God may have it, I got the second video, and it is time to put that very lies to bed. Watch this, my wonderful people of Biafra. I beat the video, no grip play again. Please, are you seeing the video? I don't know why the video no one play. Are you seeing the video? Let me know in the comment section, please. Or am I having network issues? If you can see the video, let me know, please. I don't know. I can't see the video from my side. We must play the video, whether they like it or not.
And two recover from Ako Mazia no one natural camp. The ESN no natural camp.
Are you seeing the video now? I believe that the video is playing now. Please let me know if you can see it now.
Through the Bearman Passman. By Udogachi, Anambra State. Yeah, be working Gadafagi.
If I go,
now, they say they are from Mampasman. Mampasman is the commander of this so-called Udogache in the old Anambra State, and or should I say in Achala. Achala is a town in Awka North local government area of Anambra State as it is right now under the zoo, not under Biafra. The current structure of the states that we have today in the zoo, under the zoo, in the southeast, under the zoo. Achala is a town located in the capital of Awka North local government area of the old Anambra State, and it is in the Anambra North Senatorial District, Anambra North Zone. So, the man that they call Man Pass Man is their commander, the one that Soludo single-handedly brought in to head his own, what do they call it? Udogachi terrorist group. You understand? Now, pay very close attention as we play this very video.
Yes, here two recover from Ářmű and one on Achala camp. In the ESN non Achala camp.
Now, before we proceed, I want to make it very, very categorically clear that number one, there is no ESN camp in Awka. There is no, pay attention, let it sound very, very clear. There is no ESN camp in Awka. That is number one. I want everybody to know this. I'm going to prove what I'm saying now moving forward in this same broadcast. There is no ESN camp in Awka. That is number one. Be it ESN, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra, whatever you want to call it, there is no camp in Awka, especially at this very moment. That is number one. Then number two, Eastern Security Network is no longer on existence. It doesn't matter the name that the Zoo, Janjaweed Terrorist Army, Police, DSS, and their local, armed terror groups are using, because they don't want to abide with us. They don't want to acknowledge that Biafra now has an army. They don't want to acknowledge it, so they rather continue to use ESN. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is still in the custody. So they rather continue to use ESN because they are holding the man who announced the formation of ESN. So they cannot leave that name and start mentioning B.L.A. because if they are announcing B.L.A., they are now acknowledging and legitimizing the formation of the Biafra military. So these are the reasons that they continue to use ESN in order to continue to use it against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they also know that it's never a crime to form a security vigilante. But the members of DOS, defunct DOS group, is helping them to achieve this their desire. That's why every time you hear them talking about ESN, I mean DOS, even when they know that there's no more ESN. The former ESN, the same members of ESN, not new people, because Autopilot never in any way recruited new people to head the Biafra Liberation Army. No way. There is no way. Every commander you see today under Biafra Liberation Army was once loyal to Chinasa Nworu. What I'm telling you is pure, 110%. Every commander you see today under Biafra Liberation Army was once loyal to Chinasa Nworu because Chinasa Nworu was the one in charge, the man abroad that was in charge of the Eastern Security Network after the formation. We're not talking about Ifeanyi Ejiofor. We are not talking about Benjamin Madubugu. We know in the homeland it was Benjamin Madubugu who was the general commander, but was not a member. So they were working hand to hand from Chinasa Nworu to Benjamin Madubugu, then to ESN. You understand? But they were all once loyal to Chinasa Nworu. So when Chinasa Nworu knows that the men who were loyal to him are no longer loyal to him, and they have unanimously changed their name to Biafra Liberation Army. Yet, every time Chinasa Nworu tell you about ESN, his followers talk about ESN when they know very well that there is no more ESN. Because it is the same people who were ESN that metamorphosed into Biafra Liberation Army. So, in the first place, there's no any ESN, B.L.A, whatever, BDF, any armed forces of Biafra located in Oka at the minute. No one. And ESN is no longer on existence. These are two things I want you to take home as we proceed.
Through Ndebe Pasman by Udogashi, Anambra State.
Now, I want you to take a very good look at this very young man on your screen. If you can take the screenshot, take the screenshot. I want you to take a very good look at him. Take a screenshot now before we continue, because we are going to play another video in order to buttress my point. We are going to play another video after this one to buttress my point, to expose the zoo to the maximum. I want you to remember this and capture the face. In fact, screenshot it. Remember this very face, because we are going to play another video here, which this face will be needed and be useful at the same time. Let's continue.
Ifeanyi
Onye be ka ebo.
onye za
So, kada fa nna gi?
Ogbewu
Kada fa guy gi? Schoolboy. So from ebe a ka isi wee bịa achara camp.
yes sir.
Nwoke nke dafa gị? Na kamera. Onye ebe ka ebo? So Enugu ka isi bịa achara camp. Nwoke nke dafa gị? Tochukwu Nweke. Ka afa gị gị? Ka afa gị nwa ka afa gị gị? Pepe. Gị nwa ka dafa gị? Onye ebe ka ebo? Ebe a ka isi bịa achara camp. Bịa nwoke m ka dafa gị? Nwoke Chidindu. Onye ebe ka ebo? Ka afa gị gị? Small. So from ebe a ka isi wee bịa achara camp. And gị nwa bụ ọga ndị a niile? Mana gị nwa bụ ọga ha niile abi? Yes. Then kedu afa gị? Onye ebe ka ebo? So Ebonyi State ka isi abịa egoro moto niile ndị a rọbụ from achara camp. Ebe gị gburu isi ere scrap. Ma onye gburu egbu ma onye kidnap. Ka ị gaa na nge? Nwoke nke afa gị? Chizoba. Onye ebe ka ebo? So from Enugu State ka isi bịa achara camp. Wee sị na ndị mmadụ agha ezu ike. Ka ị gaa na nge? So o nwere ihe ndị operation Udogachi. Anambra State Special Squad. Ndị be Pasman nọ Rift. So ọ ka o si wee dị ndị a bụ na achara adịrọ mma.
Very, very fantastic, right?
Yes, yeah.
Very, very, very fantastic. Now, let us come back to the face which I asked you to remember. Oh, Genede. Oh, Diego. How many of you now remember this face? Can you remember this face? Let me know in the comment. Just say yes in the comment section. Can you remember this very face? Eh? I want you to remember that here they said that they are members of the Eastern Security Network, and the people who label them members of the Eastern Security Network are the so-called Udogache, the so-called Udogache of Chukwuma Soludo. And this Udogachi is, should I call them paramilitary? Paramilitary. Or should I call them foot soldiers? In fact, they are the division of Nigerian police. They are division of Nigerian police. So they are working in tandem. They are working hand in hand with Nigerian police. Remember that. They are not working alone. So now, the same word they use, because after this arrest, they are going to hand them over to the police. And the same term which they used here with during this interrogation is the same term that the Nigerian police is going to use, which is members of the Eastern Security Network, ESN. Are you getting what I'm saying? The same term of members of ESN is the same term that the Zoo Janjaweed police is going to use during their own interrogation, prosecution, and jailing period. Now, pay attention. This very face you see here now is one of the members of this very group that they arrested and tagged Eastern Security Network. And during this very interview, not even interrogation, this interview here, these young men did not in any way, objected. They did not in any way object. They did not in any way say no. Now, we are not members of ESN. We are not members of Biafra. We have nothing in common with Biafra. We are not working with Biafra. We are not working for Biafra. Everything we are doing is on our own. We are not members of ESN. Please don't tag us to ESN. Because these young men are Igbo people. They are all Igbos. And that's a. And if Biafra comes today and things are going well, the citizens of Biafra are living very, very, good life. I don't think that these young men would like to be criminals. I don't think that they would like to be armed robbers. I don't think that they would like to be kidnappers. I don't think so. So meaning that they are committing these atrocities at the same time, at the back of their mind, hoping that one day that Biafra will come and they may stop whatever evil that they are doing. So when you are being caught and you answer the name of ESN, knowing fully well that what you are doing is that you are doing it to the detriment of the people who are known sometime in the past with that very name ESN, and you are going to give them bad name, and you also know that they are equally fighting for you, because when that thing they are fighting for comes through, you may not remain a criminal. And they caught you, you have the guts to tell them that you are a member of ESN. Even though you did not tell them, you were there, they are tagging you members of ESN, you did not tell them the truth, that true, we are not members of ESN, we are simple criminals. It's quite unfortunate. And the gods of our ancestors, the gods of our land, the spirit of our land, karma, will catch up with them. The gods of our land will deal with them decisively. No matter where they are, even if they are in jail, they will never have peace. Maybe this man now, that the one you are seeing his face, may be the one that may have small peace even in prison before Biafra comes. But Kangahaha. Kangahaha will aganunwe. Haye kete ahei. Haye kete ahei. All of them spoil and destroying Biafra name. Fire kete ahei. Mandine zuori. Ejide ase na ESN. Ejide ase na B.L.A. Unu nchani ne kete ahei. Karma will not be merciful for to all of you. This is just the beginning. Now, let us watch the second video. I want you to remember this very face now. Pay attention as we proceed.
Yeah.
Are you seeing the face? Kaibidonisi. Oh no, if I make was hold on. Can you see the face? If you can see the face, let me know in the comment section, please. Very, very important. Yeah, and men are very, very serious. If you can see the face, let me know in the comment section, please, before we proceed.
Ano makure so ha kpọmụ no nwe ndị batara na ofia ebe anyị na-vumbo anụvumbo so ha mechagba ọsọ rapụ ihe niile anyị fọ abụrụ nke anyị nọ nke ndị a sọnsọ pọmpụ anyị fọ ndị onye a nke bụ nke faji arụ ọrụ mgbe mma na anọhịa biko amarọ m nke a ọ bụrụ ọfa nwa bụ ihe nwe uche na anyị nwa burie uzuru m oge na-eji anyị ọfụ ngwongwo fa ghọta mụ amahọnụ ndị nke a mana ọ sị na ha nwa kwudoro ya kwudo ndị enwere ụdị ya enweghị ya
kedu nke unu nwere
nke a mbiri onye ahụ nke a bụ
eke a bụ nke unu
nke ya bụ nke a bụtepụ ofu pọmpụ
na asam ọfụma a sị gị eke a bụ nke unu
na pọmpụ ịbụa
na pọmpụ ịbụa
ndị ka ọzọ bụ ya mbiri ifefa ha rapụ gba ọsọ
ya bụ ebu okonje then ọnụ gọọmenti nke unu na-arụ ọ dị iche nke ha dị iche
fanwa nke fa dị iche anyị nwa bụ ife anyị na-eri ka anyị na-achọ.
Did you hear that? Now, ọ dịkwa egwu. Ọ dịkwa egwu. Ọ gịnị? Ụmụ Igbo na-anụkwa. Ụmụ Igbo unu na-anụkwa. Onye nke a ngwalụ gị mark ya face ya gị mee face ya screenshot. After that very interview, o decide zi ikuzi eziokwu. O decide ya ikwu eziokwu. Wee gwazie fa. This is the video, the one that they are not sharing. Anom na Joe Vicar, the criminal in America. The criminal priest, the criminal cum priest was sharing the previous video, the other one that I played. I was told, I'm not sure because I don't follow him. I was told he was sharing it. But can you imagine this one now, they don't want you to see it. This is the one they do not want you to see. Are you paying attention? They do not want you to see this one because they know that this is where the truth was spoken. They have been hiding it. It is unbelievable. Let me play that again. I hope you recognize the face from the previous video, the first one that I played. How many of you recognize this face? Let me know in the comment section. Just let me know that you recognize the face. Eh? The video that they do not want you to see. Thank you, Freeman Iko Tuonya. How many of you recognize the face? The one that the video that they do not want you to see. Okay, Ken Dubisi, thank you. Azu, thank you. Gladys, thank you. The video that they do not want to share. Chigo, thank you. Chigo.